First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother Dawad Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got At the Hopeful Elect 3. This is his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube short, and it says things are about to get very dark. The video is maybe about a minute long, a little less than a minute. And you're going to hear from a look like a Judite brother who's saying that things are about to get very dark. And, and he's saying that people, they sit up here living these lives and they really don't understand what's about to happen. And he's right. Things are about to be hell out here. That's why you got the man of the Lord out here on the highways and byways. First and foremost, we out there for the elect only. But with that being said, we out there letting our people, or 2/3 of our people, know that, hey, you're going to be destroyed because you just going after your lust. You're sinful. You're wicked. You don't care. We letting these heathens know that you're going to be destroyed too. Not only for sitting up here laying down in bed with E, but for sitting up here helping with the affliction of the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. But then the main person is going to be Esau, Edom. They're about to be destroyed. Not only what they did to the earth, but first and foremost, especially what they did to you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. The pain, the torture, the chaos, the destruction, the level of hate that they have shown against us, they're going to be destroyed. So dark times are coming. So with that, man, I'm going to sit up here and let this play, and I'm going to go to
I can't even come on here and tell you everything I need to say in order to get you to understand how bad it's about to get out here for a whole lot of people. Okay, from 2020 to 2025, it's been rough for a lot of people. But 2025 to 2030, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, whatever fantasy you're living right now is coming to an end real quick.
And what he say? He said, whatever fantasy you living right now is about to come to an end real quick. A lot of y'all living in this fantasy. A lot of you women, with these jobs, where I'm going on a girls trip, I'm going to sit up here and build up, brothers out here talking about they're going to build communities and have the white picket houses and fences and shit. Motherfuckers talk about living their best life in a world that's about to be destroyed. In a country that's about to be wiped off the total face of the goddamn earth. Ain't gonna be nothing but a burning lake of fire, except the only thing that's gonna be here is desert creatures. But people talking all this bullshit. But with that, let's sit up here and get some scriptures. The first scripture I want to sit up here and grab is this is Ephesians. And this really, when you look at this for Ephesians, this is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And that's what we sit up here, the men of the Lord. We sit up here and understand that the times ahead are about to be evil as fuck. It's about to be some real harsh, bad times out here. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Being smart about everything you're doing. Paying attention to everything. Keep being circumspect. It says walk circumspectly. Looking around. Being on point. But also being totally in this truth. And if you ain't in this truth, man, you in trouble. And if you ain't one of those elites that's going to be in those bunkers in the days that are ahead, you in trouble. But even their ass going to get dug out at some point in time. But they're going to escape some. They're going to escape a lot of the chaos that's coming on the earth. The destruction over here in America, aka Babylon the Great. And then where those fake Jews are, those fake motherfuckers are, they're going to escape that destruction. Yeah, they're going to be in a bunker somewhere or underneath some water or Lord knows where else they're gonna be at, but they're gonna get fucked up too. Just a matter of time. But what it says, see then that he walks circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And the days are evil. The days are very evil. Very, very, very evil. What is that? At Matthew 24. This is something it says it says Matthew 24:3, and it says, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua Mashiach, and shall deceive many. You seeing that right now, a bunch of false prophets, these fake pastors. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes and in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. And that's the thing. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So that dark days ahead, all this is happening. You see in the wars, rumors of wars, all that stuff is happening right now. A lot of people just ain't paying attention. They on bullshit, playing around. Too busy worried about vacations or getting a car or getting a bag or whatever other nonsense that they worry about. But they ain't definitely paying attention to what's going on. They definitely ain't paying attention. Matter of fact, you know what? That goes into the Matthew 10. I actually was holding on this, but I'm on. Oh, wait a minute, my fault. In Matthew 24, I was in the right one. Matthew 10, something else. My mind elsewhere. This Matthew 24, I was actually in it. It says, this is Matthew 24:36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So only Yahweh knows when Yahushua is going to come back and destroy this place. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And before he comes, guess what? If you sit up here and look at what it says. Actually, let me go here. Let me go to Matthew 10, because that's the point I want to bring out. This Matthew 10 and 34? It says, Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. See, that's what's happening. You're going to see a lot of fucking death, a lot of pain, a lot of destruction before Yahushua shows up. He said he ain't coming to send peace. All these people that sit up here thinking that he's about to come and hold hands. No, it's going to be a lot of destruction out here. And just like that dude said, it's about to be a whole bunch of chaos. He said 2020 to 2025 was worse. Look at 25 to 2030. And we don't think it's going to make it to 2030. I surely don't think it's going to make it to 2030. I don't even really think it's going to make it past 26 personally. But just my thoughts. The only person that knows is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And Yahweh only knows really when his son is going to come. Let me take that back. Yahweh is the only one that knows truly when the son is going to come and destroy things. But when all that other stuff happened, that's gonna start before Yahushua get here. All that destruction, all that chaos, Jacob's trouble, everything is gonna start before Yahushua gets on the scene. And when Yahushua shows up, that's gonna be because the M to the O to the T to the B is gonna be totally introduced worldwide. Now when it's introduced, I don't know what time he's gonna be here, but we all know that he's coming. However long that is. But we understand that that's going to be the major prophecy before Yahushua shows up on the scene. And then it's going to be that World War III. But either way it goes, dark times are ahead, just like the guy said. Doesn't matter. Pain, chaos, destruction, darkness, evilness, gloomy. Pure hell is on its way. And a lot of people are not going to be prepared for it because guess what? Just like in the days of Noah, people were playing around and bullshitting. They're going to be taken off guard. But with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. This salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Abba Babal and Anyaham Malakia.